Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be hearing about my predictions for the upcoming Boruto series. And yeah, I'm currently on episode 192, and one of my Patreons kindly asked me to do a video before I continue the show, right? 192, a lot happened in this Kata arc, right? And I think you guys want me to give my thoughts on this whole Kawaki thing, right? And what do I predict with for this kid in the upcoming episodes and all that. So yeah, I think there's actually a lot to go through here, right? Because the whole scenario, how Jigen got Kawaki to my man literally just trafficked the kid. Well, my man, a human trafficker. He trafficked the kid. That guy that also tried to traffic Kawaki before Jigen, but he pissed me off because he was playing the role of a good Samaritan and all that, and in the end he just so happened to be a scumbag. And I'm so happy that Jigen probably just pummeled the guy, but probably turned him into mush. They did it off screen, but I'm still content with it. I like that Jigen probably destroyed that guy, right? So that being said, the way he acquired Kawaki, and we can see to this day that Kawaki doesn't really like Jigen. And yeah, one of my theories was definitely that because they showed us the napkin with the blood that Delta, took when Kawaki was young, and the village being occupied by those scientists, the outbreak. I also thought that those guys were outers and they were kind of searching for a good KK Genkai, and I thought Kawaki came from a specific clan because they did do the whole backstory thing where his father was some sort of shinobi and a good one at that, and all that. But apparently you guys tell me no, Kawaki's just a small child and he's nothing special, right? That's not why Jigen got him. Actually, the napkin with the blood was just to see if he's a certain blood type. So that's kind of that throws my whole one of my theories out the way, which kind of sucks, not gonna lie. But hey, it is what it is, right? So basically now my theory is, because the whole concept, we saw Kawaki in episode 178, I believe, that Dopely, and 188, that Dopely, or 87, 89, 189, but I'm sorry, I'm bad with episodes. But in that Dopely animated episode that had the manga animation sorta, where he fought that crab looking guy with the crab hands and all that, in One Punch Man, the crab guy. Regardless, before that we saw that those two were kinda in a battle royale, and those were the only two survivors. Very similar to the way my boy Amado conducted his experiments back in the day. If you remember, all his lab rats were to face each other in a circle, and they would dish it out, and the strongest ones would possibly get a chance to be my boy's next body victim, right? So this whole thing with Kata and the vessel, Kawaki being the vessel, and me correlating that with the way my boy did things, because a lot of these things were similar to the way my boy did it. My boy was looking for the vessel, as well, in a different sense, but he needed a body. He wanted Sasuke, he needed a body to survive, to continue living for his immortal jutsu and all that before he got the Zetsu body. So, based on that, I'm assuming the vessel is referring to that Jigen wants Kawaki's body for some shiz, right? And maybe the blood type is because the way this works is the Jigen can only take the body of a person that has his blood type. I don't know. Probably has something to do with Amado. That mother effer is very important in Kata. I have a serious feeling he's very important, and we can see the way Jigen is treating him. It's important. We can see that he's important, man. That guy is sus as hell, right? In the episode where they showed us, they pretty much explained that he, on a cellular level, dismantled Kawaki and created a whole new being, bro. Kawaki's consciousness is in that body, but the body is artificial, bro. That body, but not like Mitsuki. Not like Mitsuki. It's different. It's very freaking different. My man created a whole new being, bro. Very, very different. Not like Mitsuki, more like a scientific ninja tool. Every cell, everything we see is a scientific ninja tool. So Kawaki, who knows how many powers he has and everything, right? So I'm starting to think that the vessel part doesn't have anything to do with the little mark, right? That he has, like Boruto has, like Jigen has here, right? So I'm starting to think that that's not even a part of the vessel thing, because I was theorizing that might be the part of it because Urashiki called Boruto a vessel as well. But no, now I'm thinking he's the vessel because this guy Amado, I'm kidding, he literally created Kawaki, like he created a new body for him. Whatever he did, he's dismantled this boy like on a cellular level to match Jigen. And I think Jigen wants to sacrifice this kid one day. I don't know when he probably gets stronger and everything. Just like my boy Orochimaru trained Sasuke to get stronger to take his body, right? But it backfired on him because of Itachi and all that, because he was ill, sick and all that. But regardless, I think that's what they're referring to when they say the vessel. So in the future, I fully expect, like, considering that now Naruto has Kawaki, I don't think Jigen's gonna let it go. So Jigen and Kara are probably gonna invade Konoha. We already saw in the very beginning of the show, everything was destroyed. So that's probably gonna be the end result of Jigen going to get Kawaki back. Because listen, I'm sorry, they introduced Jigen. He's this badass, nonchalant guy drinking wine, doesn't give a shiz about anything. I'm theorizing he's strong as hell, bro. Listen, and the way he just, like, we already got a glimpse of his power. My man teleported a table out of nowhere. The whole table was still in a corner, destroyed because the Delta kicked it. He, like, transmuted a new table with dinner and continued eating, bro. What the hell was that power, bro? My man gotta be broken as hell. I'm telling you, because the way I started was like, Naruto and Sasuke, my boy, I gotta disintegrate the fool. Like, he's no match for all three of them. But no, I think actually he might be stronger than all three of them combined. But keep in mind, my boy has the Thanos Snap, the reanimation jutsu, all his research. Sasuke has the Rinnegan, like all those hack abilities, and Naruto is a powerhouse. And all of them combined can beat Jigen, but there's no way, bro. If that's the case, we're screwed. We're screwed. But I am predicting that he's gotta be that strong, man, because he's very confident. And also another thing I noticed, like, okay, Kawaki might be the vessel, right? He might be the vessel. But which probably means that he has the most potential for some reason based on the blood or whatever, right? He might be the perfect match for Jigen if he does fully intend to take his body. But I have noticed that all the Kara members are modified. Amado keeps checking their stats and all that. So I'm willing to bet all of them have been disintegrated on a cellular level and recreated by Amado. We saw him recreate Deepa, bro. My man recreated his face, brain, memories, everything, and then disintegrated him. So my man can create life out of nothing, similar to my boy, but maybe even more advanced, which is kind of pissing me off. Amado needs to die, bro. My boy is the best scientist in this house, bro. Don't make me slap you. But regardless, right? That makes sense. So if he truly changed the genes of everybody in Kara, including Jigen, what the hell does that mean? Is Amado the strongest one? Would Jigen not be as strong without Amado? Who the hell is Amado, and where did he learn all of these shits, bro? My boy was the underworld all these years. Did Amado go even down below, bro? How did we never hear about this, man? I don't know. But he did a lot of work on these people. We saw Delta is half robotic. She's strong as hell. We saw that guy, Boruto guy, right, with the cloak. He's also like, I've noticed that Kara members are very disrespectful, and Jigen lets them do whatever they want. So I guess, like, he's strong enough to put them in their place, but he doesn't want to. He doesn't care, right? Very interesting, very interesting. Also, very important. I've noticed that Code, right? That's his name. Code. Let me just take a sip. Code is very jealous of Kawaki, right? And he also has a freaking metal plate across his face. What the hell is up with that? Very weird design. I mean, I kind of like it. It fits his face, but bruh, like, who thinks, oh, let's put a metal freaking plate across his face? And that's a child, bruh. My man memed for, like, bruh. He memed for life. But regardless, right, that little brief conversation between Code and Delta constantly, like, pulling on his leg, like, oh, you want to be very good with Jigen, too bad he likes Kawaki, and Code always gets pissed off. So what leads me to believe is it's again a similar situation to my boy Orochimaru, right? And Kimimaro wanted to be the vessel for my boy, his next body, but Orochimaru wanted Sasuke because he had a stronger Keiki Genkai, and Kimimaro was pretty much, right, dying off. So he didn't want to take his body. So basically, I think Code is all these guys in Kara are pretty much possible vessels for Jigen, but Jigen wants Kawaki because he's showing the most potential, even though Kawaki doesn't like him. But then again, why wouldn't he take Code's body if Code's willing to? Like, Code wants to be good with Jigen. So that's kind of, I don't know what to think about that, right? But I like it. But that's where I think this is going. I think that vessel means body that Jigen is gonna need for some reason, right? And maybe his body is weakened or something, but he seems nonchalant, like he doesn't care. Like all this time, he's just doing shit. He doesn't care, bro, right? So very interesting, very interesting. And yeah, that's my theory when it comes to the vessel. Now what confuses me is the Boruto part, with him having that mark by defeating Momoshiki, and then Urashiki calling him a vessel. Like, granted, you guys tell me that's anime canon, but that's still canon. So, like, if Boruto's also the vessel, a vessel for who, bro? Because he has no ties to Kara. Kawaki was like, oh my god, you have the same powers as me. And then he slapped him around because he thought he was a part of Kara, but he's not a part of Kara. So if Momoshiki gave that same power ability to Boruto, and that makes him a vessel for who, bro? How is that connected to Kara? How is that how did Boruto get what Kawaki got by being dismembered and disintegrated on a cellular level and then recreated by Amado, if I'm right? And that's pretty much what they said. So how come Boruto attained being a vessel without going through all that shit? But how is all of that connected? I'm sorry, but I have a lot of questions, right? I haven't figured all this out. But at the very beginning of the show, right, Kawaki was battling Boruto, right? And they seem to have similar powers, similar curse marks, karma. That's what they said it was called. And Boruto also had a Jogan Eye, which is, I'm assuming, a hack's ability on top of what Kawaki has. But then if Kawaki was dismembered and like recreated on a cellular level, he also has something that Boruto probably doesn't have. Like, we saw him kind of turn like Jugo, like have curse mark mode and all that. I don't think Boruto has that. So, bro, that first battle, like everything in ruins, and you know, but we did see Naruto take a Kawaki in, so I'm assuming he's gonna be with Kabuto and Shin Uchiha, bro. My man Kabuto is just creating a cult at this point. And yeah, I think they're not gonna take Kawaki to Mamoru Orochimaru, because that's gonna kind of trigger Kawaki. It's gonna be a similar vibe to what Jigen did to him with Amado. So I don't think they're gonna risk it and experiment on Kawaki, because yeah, that kid is hella traumatized. I feel so sorry for him, bro. I thought that guy was just gonna be a villain. No, they did a great job. Like, this is some reverse psychology type shit, because I really feel sorry for him. My man trafficked, his entire life was shit, and now everybody wants him for his power, but he cannot catch a break. I also love what they did with Sumire and him, just like the connection that she established with him based on their traumatic pasts is a legendary, bro. I don't know why people hate on this show so much. It has its moments, bro, epic moments. So that's it. That's my prediction, right? At some point, Kawaki is gonna be sacrificed for Jigen for some reason. I don't know why, but Jigen's gonna attain even bigger power. I don't know what makes Kawaki so special, but I think Code wants to be the sacrifice, similar to Kimimaro and Sasuke for Orochimaru. That battle royale, that crabby guy that survived with Kawaki was similar to Orochimaru. Like, there's a similar pattern what Amado and right Jigen did, just like my boy Orochimaru used to do back in the day. They experimented with curse marks, artificial bodies, everything my boy used to do, they did. And now even the inner testing was similar to Orochimaru. We saw that in those backstories. So very, very interesting. That Kashin Koji guy, though, is sus as hell. His connection to the village is a very, very intriguing, considering that he keeps talking about it. And my man is a spin image of Jiraiya, but let's not even cap. That guy, and he's wearing a mask, so that guy is even, like, he's trying to cover something up. He even looks like Jiraiya has those little reddish, right? So that's like Jiraiya's long lost cousin or some shit, because we know Jiraiya is dead. Like, and he's not a reanimation, so even like, but it's not Jiraiya. We would recognize his voice. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know who this guy is. He definitely has some connection to the Leaf Village. He keeps talking about Naruto and the connection and all. I don't know, but he gave us leeway. He let us take Kawaki. The hell was he thinking, bro? My man let us take Kawaki, bro. I don't know. This is all sus. I'm loving it though. I can't wait to just jump straight into episode 193. I'm about to do that. I mean, not now, tomorrow probably, but hey, right? One of these days. I need to watch the openings. Some of you guys are again threatening my life because I keep skipping the openings and endings. I need to get on that as well. But aside from that, yeah, that's basically my prediction. The vessel thing is probably gonna be similar to my boy Orochimaru. Like, they want his body for some reason, and now he's marked for death, and yeah, that's why he wants to escape, but he can't because they're tracking him, and now he's in the Leaf Village, which is why the Leaf Village is gonna get destroyed, wrecked. But I do like Kawaki's I like Kawaki's personality, bro. I feel like we can get along with him. I think we can gain his trust and he can come to our side. But we saw how that ended. It ended with everybody being buried, Naruto possibly being dead. He said that he sent him somewhere, so maybe he's not dead, maybe he's sealed, right? But yo, Boruto was wearing everything that Sasuke was wearing, so maybe like they were implying with that first scene, they were heavily implying that both Naruto and Sasuke were dead and Kawaki and Boruto were dishing it out. So how are we gonna get from here to there? And also the words that Naruto used, like, oh, you're safe here, don't worry, we're not gonna harm you. Jigen said those same words to Kawaki, bro. So poor choice of words, Naruto. This ain't gonna end well. That being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this prediction video, and I'll see you in the next one, which is gonna come after episode 204, because people told me to make one after that episode as well for some reason. So that being said, stay safe, love you, enjoy, and bye.